And this is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Lady D. Man, I have not did one of these type of videos in a minute, but I had to come out here. It's kind of overcasty too. I had to come out here and do a live video, just chit chatting, catching up with you guys. I had a thought about boundaries. Boundaries. Should there be boundaries when it comes to how far you let another go with you in the bedroom when you are just dating, seeing each other, perhaps in a relationship? This is outside of the realm of marriage. I know in marriage the bedroom is undefiled, okay? It should be. And anything goes. Whatever you want to do, however you want to do it. If you want to hang from the chandelier, if you want to sit in a chair, and if you want to bungee jump in the air, whatever you guys want to do with each other, to each other, whatever is your desire and your choice. There's no boundaries with that, usually, unless somebody is trying to cause harm or hurt the other. But should there be boundaries when you are just dating someone, you're in a relationship, such as you as a woman may be with a man who is obsessed with wanting to go through your back door. They want to enter in through your back door. And for those of you who are grown, you can feel what I'm saying, and know what I'm saying when I say this. I don't have to spill it out. But they want to go through your back door on a regular basis and feel as though because you are their woman, it should be okay to do. Another scenario, a woman is into wanting to wear strap-ons. Strap-ons is her thing. She gets off on strapping up, strapping on, and entering a man from his back door. And she wants him to be okay with that. They're not married, they're just dating, and they have a physical relationship. Now, should there be boundaries? I feel as though, don't judge me, but I feel as though when you're not married, there is just certain things that you just have to put the brakes on. Why give up every single thing in terms of what you would do being married to someone? Maybe that's one of the reasons you can't even get folks to propose no more, because they getting everything, including the back door, before saying, hey, let's do this, right? So why do it? um Now, some will say that the dating stage and phase is the time that you need to test the waters. You need to see if this is even worth me being in a committed relationship. You need to make sure that this is someone that you can spend the rest of your life with, doing the things that you're doing on a regular basis. Excuse me, guys. This guy just came that close to my window in my car on a bicycle, looking my way like he was trying to grab up on something. So you guys be careful. Keep your phones and your purses and all that and your wallets and everything um to you, safely tucked so that they're not accessible, because people are stopping and riding by and grabbing. And I just had a really eerie feeling about him speeding so close to my car. But anyway, so back to what I was saying. You could be in a situation where you're just dating somebody, and and they want to do all these kinky things to you, and some people will say, well, let them do it, let them do what they got to do. I want to know what I'm working with, I want to see how I'm working with it, where they coming from, how they can do it, what they want to do, how creative they are, blah 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 blah. And they sky's the limits, no boundaries, right? And if a person ends up saying no to something, they're like, no. Oh, okay, you got the wrong Joe then. You saying no, you know. So it's like, what's wrong with her? She telling me no, right? But there realistically should be some type of boundary set. And if things are making you feel uncomfortable, or morally it's just not the right fit for you to be going there, then don't do it. Don't do it. If someone is putting you in a position where you need to show your love or prove your love to them by doing all this stuff, especially going into your back door and all that, because I'm gonna tell you, I've heard some stories about some women who got their back door tapped, and it just don't be the same. The elasticity changes, um, and they say they end up having loose bowels and pain back there. And sometimes there's some splits and tears. Sometimes there's things that happen where you have to go to the hospital emergency, and that's a delicate area. And just think, that is the part of our body. I hope I'm not being real eerie with talking about this, but it's real life. We're going to talk about it today. Um, so, that's the part of your body where you're getting rid of waste materials and stuff from body. So it's a muscle, and it has to be able to flex, open and close, and push things out. So if you have torn something, or if your muscle control is no longer the way it used to be, then stuff is just going to spill out. I mean, you can cough and all of a sudden you got some stuff leaking. You know what I'm saying? And you got to be going around smelling like something until you can get somewhere and take off them undies and do something different, right? So, and truthfully, cough, sneeze, or whatever is going to come out. So, for someone to be able to have the pleasure and the means of that type of invasion of your body, it has to be more going on than we just seeing each other and we having a sexual relationship. Got to be hubby or wife. If your wife is saying, baby, I am totally kinky into wearing a strap on, and I need you to bend over sometimes. It's some men that'll just look at her and say, you must have lost your everlasting, percolating, bullcrappy mind. I know, girl, I know. Sorry, y'all. I got people that be walking by while I'm doing these videos, just 100 real. Well, she didn't know what I was talking about, but she probably would have stopped and wanted to hear this one. But anyway, yeah, if you got a woman that's gonna be asking you to put on that strap on, can I put on that strap on, baby, and you just bend over and let me do you? I just want to feel victorious in that way. It makes me feel good. Now, she come at a dude like that, he may be looking at her like he crazy. Now, it may be some men that may say, well, shit, come on, let's try it. I ain't never did that before. Or it may be some who have done it before and want to do it again. Yeah. Folks don't tell you everything, okay? So, are there boundaries, you guys? What would you allow someone to do, to what limits, levels, and what would you not allow them to do? Is the back door a deal breaker? No. No way. Can't do it. Nuh-uh. No. And especially, I had a conversation briefly with someone where we were just openly talking about things like this, and it was, some have bad experiences. Some have bad experiences with the back door. The person that is trying to get in the door is not being so gentle. They start off being a little gentle, but the anticipation and that eagerness to just get in takes over sometime, and they just Rambo in like a Mack truck. Mm. They ain't got no skill or understanding that you are hurting someone. They ain't tried to prime and prep it. They ain't tried to wiggle and work it. They just vroom like a Mack truck. Ain't putting no lubricant on nothing. Just went all up. Cause just like we just grown today. I'm just talking some grown stuff. I hope it ain't offending nobody, but this is what I do sometime, okay? Um, the woman's vajayjay gets lubricated and it gets juiced up and things can be slippery sliding and it allows it to be okay. But that part of the body, to my knowledge, now correct me if I'm wrong, it ain't lubricating. You gonna have to lubricate it, okay? Because ain't nothing circulating and getting juicy back there that I know of. So, therefore, if you don't have a lubricant of something of that nature and you just ram truck back in that area and you're not using caution, you're going to hurt her. And some will say it depends too on the position. Like somebody was telling me that don't have the woman on her knees, don't have her with her back arched and butt in the air, don't have her laying on her tummy like that. Kind of have her to the side and work it that way. Have her laying on her side, and I mean, I didn't know that part, but yeah, good information, use a lubricant. Don't just forcefully go through the motion. Take your time, prime it, do other foreplay things to get her excited and ready to embrace the entrance. Because already the mental is already going, oh my God, I'm about to be plucked in an area that, bye. I'm about to be plucked. There goes somebody else saying bye. In an area that I don't want to be plucked in. Bye bye. Okay. I'm about to be plugged in an area that I don't want to be plugged in. Y'all gotta excuse me. I got folks walking by. I'm up here doing this video and they are like, what is she talking about? But some just don't want to be in that area, right? So they just kind of shy away. I think I'm back on what I was talking about. They didn't make me forget where I was at. But they kind of shy away from not wanting to go into that particular scenario because they not feeling it. They just don't. It's a blockage. It's a mental blockage. It's like, I am not going to do that. Or they may have done that and it was so painful. It's like, I am never ever doing that again. I don't care how gentle that person may be. And this is a woman talking that could be thinking these things. They just may say they don't like it. But I think it would be so much more difficult to get a man to agree with bending over and letting her use the strap on, and he is in his feelings and in his manly way. I mean, I don't know. Some may want to do it, but I mean, really, there's a lot of more men I'm thinking that's going to say, no, hell, no, you got me messed up. You know what I'm saying? I'm not doing that. I ain't never did it. I don't want to do it. I ain't doing it. You know? But women, there are a little bit more, I feel, that we're always trying to be the pleasers. We're always trying to show that we love. We always trying to show that we down and we loyal. And we will just go ahead on and do what we got to do to try to please our men. And I'm here to tell you that there need to be boundaries when that's not your husband. First off, y'all don't even need to be out here doing the nasty. You need to just wait until you marry that person. You really do. You really do. Because it's so much stuff going on out here, let me tell you. It's some stuff that you can't even pronounce the names and let alone go get some pills for, okay? It just don't fix it like that. I remember years ago, shoot, you used to get you a little brown bag out of the doctor's office, Planned Parenthood or whatever, with some antibiotics, take them for 7 days and some, whatever, because you didn't got a little situation and you be cured. And you give your partner a little bit of pills and they be cured and y'all go on back to business. You didn't have to worry about nothing else. But nowadays, you don't even have a bag of goodies that you can give somebody to be cured because sometimes you can't be cured. And they be coming up with stuff you like, what's that? Itchiitis, mytitis, wanna be juicyitis, luscious, vaginosis, creative, I want to kill somebody disease. I never heard that. Okay, ain't no medicine for it, ain't nothing for it. So y'all be cool, just don't be out there just trying to experiment. And some people, we even had the conversation I had, we talked about how some will be so into wanting these condoms, wanting to use condoms to enter into someone, whether it's back door or front door. Oh, I can't imagine a condom too being used on the back door. That must be the most uncomfortable, as tightest, hurtness experience. And then they don't want to put no lubricant. Oh, Lord, come on now. Okay, so um we was talking about how they like to have all these condoms and everything, but when it comes to the mouth, people are so free to just put their mouths all over it, everywhere, in it, on it, slop it up, sop it up, slurp it up, all that with the mouth. And then they get through with all the mouth slurping and stuff, and then they say, you got some condoms? You got some condoms? You asked me for some condoms and you didn't did all that. What you need condoms for? But for some crazy reason, folks is thinking that it's a difference with the mouth than it is with entering in. I'm here to tell y'all, the mouth is full of all kinds of bacteria, okay? You can catch stuff in your mouth that you ain't even gonna be able to move your tongue around, all right? You can catch stuff that'll grow on the outside of your lips, all around your mouth, that you gonna have to wait probably a couple of weeks for it to go away, and it's gonna burn and itch and tingle and look ugly. And the first thing somebody gonna say is, I got a cold sore. No, you got herpes simplex. I think that's one or two. One is below the waist, one is up the mouth and all that. 1 and 2, herpes simplex. That's all a cold sore is. You got herpes, okay? You got herpes. So you gonna do all that with your mouth, slurp, 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 this, that, and then you gonna turn around and be asking somebody, they tried to interrupt my video right here. Somebody don't like what I'm saying. I don't care. So bye. You gonna do all this with the mouth, slurp, 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 blah, 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 and then you gonna say, where the condom at? Where the condom at? You got a condom? Boy, bye. Girl, bye. You done did all this. You do not need a condom. As a matter of fact, you did not want a condom. As a matter of fact, you ain't thinking condom. You don't care about condom. You don't really care what your mouth got. And thank you. You don't need to be trying to kiss me right now. You know what I'm saying? So y'all let all that marinate. I just had to stop by and put some things on your mind. Think about it now. Think about it. Should there be boundaries? There should be boundaries. Don't let nobody do nothing to you that you're not comfortable with them doing. If your back door is off limits, leave it off limits. If you saving it for your husband, save it for your husband. If you saving certain things for your wife, save them for your wife. If you just a big old freak and don't care and want to give it to everybody any kind of way, each person you get with, whatever, shame on you, baby. But if that's your MO, do you. Do you. But don't expect the other person to want to do you too. See, sometimes we get tangled up and confused with the fact that, okay, I'm doing me. I'm gonna do all this for you because this is what I do. This is me. But now what you gonna do for me? You gonna do that? You gonna do that thing I like? You gonna do? Well, you can't expect them to want to do all that because you want to do all that. They don't want their back door tampered with. There's some men that don't even want you to put a finger back there. Don't you eat, girl? Don't you? What you doing? What? You back? No, no, no. Come on up here. The testicles is here and all this right here. You supposed to be up here. You ain't supposed to be back there. Some men are just, and they may get a reflex and kind of backhand you. And you know, I'm not an advocate for hitting, but they may backhand you just reflexing because you in territory you shouldn't be. So before you get to testing and circulating and teasing and all that and thinking you want to please, you better know if it's okay. All right. That's food for thought. This is your hostess with the mostest, Donna Smith, aka Grown Folk Talk for you in the afternoon. Yes, and I'm gonna see y'all soon. Y'all have a great day. Email me if you want to talk about something. DGRIER12000 at yahoo.com. Catch me live right here on YouTube. Like, share, subscribe so you'll get and hit that bell so you'll know each and every time a girl is coming at you with something. All right, y'all. Peace out.